Now.
Now, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Hi, I'm Grace. I'm tired again because I had a busy weekend. I put on braces. People come to my waist. Now I got no sleep because I was thinking about the waist. I'm not caught up yet. Is that how you are right now or not?
No, I'm good.
Really?
Yeah.
How did you didn't sleep much Saturday night? Well, I guess, yeah. Did you sleep in late Sunday morning?
I tried to. I went to bed Saturday night at like 1. And then I was up at 4 a.m. looking at people's Strava because I was too excited to sleep. And then I fell back asleep at like 7. So it was an interesting night. But Sunday night I went to bed early. And that's when I caught up on my sleep, I think.
Good. Well, I'm tired.
I don't know. Why are you tired?
I think I know why, Grace. And I don't know if we've ever had this discussion before. It's a pretty deep one. It might take a good part of the show, but I think it's time. Are you ready?
Hold on. Let me just.
Yeah, you might want to take notes.
Yeah, I'm gonna take notes. I'm ready.
This is hard for me.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm ready to bring this out to the world yet, but I think this is the proper venue to do it.
I'm here for you.
I'm tired because I absolutely hate Mondays. Write that down.
Hate Mondays. Okay.
Yeah. That's about it. Can you provide me feedback? There's a lot to unpack.
There's a lot to unpack.
Let's start the show.
How do you feel about it?
I feel miserable. I feel cranky. I feel
Never mind. I don't care.
That's amazing. All right, let's go. Let's go with this show. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
This is a simple one. I did it like in 10 seconds because I hate Mondays, but here we go. Grace, you put on a race this weekend, and I'm curious, how did it rate? Tell me all the good and bad on episode 128.
I'm Eric, Idiot Runner Kosek.
And I'm Grace, Hot Pants Langheim. Eric is all business in the front of the pack, and I am all about the party in the back.
That's right, business up front and party in the back. Together, we are the Running Mullet.
And we are going to talk about every aspect of running, the podium to the DNF and everything in between.
If you are a runner, this show is for you. Now sit back, get out your foam roller, and enjoy the party.
That intro is really good. It never.
I love it. I never get sick of it.
No, it's really good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's mostly my voice, I think, that really makes it that good, but not the video, not your voice. It's basically just all me, but yeah.
Well, I think the music is pretty great, and I dance along every time.
So in conclusion,
yeah,
I just despise Mondays. I hate everything about them. I hate the first when my eyelids open and my brain realizes it's Monday. Yeah. And then every second, so forth, so on throughout the Monday as it progresses, I just hate with like closed fists. Like if it was a being, I would, I'm not a fighter, but you know what I mean? I would go after it.
If it was a color, what color would it be?
Black. Yeah.
What would it smell like?
Dog shit. Yeah, it definitely dog shit. Like the fresh stuff, you know, the good stuff there. It's definitely, dog shit.
Well, next Monday, I don't think you're going to hate.
No, I mean, I look like the only golden beam of every Monday is not so much seeing your face. That's another downer.
Yeah, that's
this show, because I get to look at myself on the computer screen. So that's kind of cool.
You get to look at yourself. You get to talk to our cool guests. We haven't talked to her yet, but we want to have Roxanne on next.
Roxanne Strine. I believe she's 70, right?
She's 70, yes.
70, just completed the Appalachian.
She's going on 23.
Yeah, she just completed the Appalachian Trail through hike, doing it like, I don't know, kind of party style, like just at her own pace. Not party. I mean, she was serious about it. Don't get me wrong. But like, there wasn't a single picture where she didn't look like she was having the time of her life, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and she did put in some stout days, but she definitely made sure that she had some fun along the way, and that's a great balance.
Yeah, so I definitely look forward to hearing some of the super big highs and super big lows, and hopefully we can pay her enough to get her on the show.
Yep.
With our budget that we have available to us, and that's the plan. So yeah, we have a week to kind of talk her into it and maybe buy her stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. I'm not too far away from her, so.
Wait, gotta go to her house in the middle of the night and wake her up?
I mean, we do what it takes to bring the news to the people.
Right. Did you notice my headgear I have on?
I did. What are you doing? Are you have a chili head, chili noggin?
The light kind of ruins it. It's an idiot runner buff, but
it is.
It's the weather finally cooled off, so I figured, what the heck? It's like I should start prepping for fall and looking like a fall runner.
See, I think it's never a bad time of year for an idiot runner buff, and I just bought 2 more of them when I saw you last, because not when I saw you last, because I saw you recently. Since then, but I got 2 half buffs because I use the half buffs in the summertime to put over my little ears, and that way the little gnats don't get in my ear canals and bug me. Right. And the half buff, they're not as toasty, it's just enough just to cover your ears so that the bugs don't get inside. So I like the half buff for that.
Yeah, I don't mind a half buff as long as it's not like 95 degrees out. I like wearing a half buff just when I have to wear a headlamp too. Kind of makes it a little more comfy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I never wore a buff like this before. I kind of look like Santa Claus or somebody just woke up or something.
You are your own person. That's what you look like. You look like nobody else but Eric P. Kosek.
Do you know who Prison Mike is?
Yes.
Do you? I'm so glad you know who Prison Mike is. I feel like I'm Prison Mike, and I'm scared of the Dementors.
Yeah. That does fit.
Oh my gosh, Grace, you race directed Slopeside Slumber Party, 5th year this past fourth year. Sorry, 4th year this past weekend on Saturday night starting at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, starting right at sunset.
So 8 to 11 was the main meatballs and potatoes race. There was a kids race beforehand.
Yeah, it was our first year for doing a kids race, and I wasn't sure how that would turn out, but it went well. I was happy to have that little addition.
Yeah, the kids were happy.
Yes, kids were happy. And I was a little nervous because now the course was only 0.6 miles, but it was about 300 feet of gain in 0.6 miles. So I was nervous about the uphill climb because it is pretty tough. But watching the kids on the downhill, they were really happy and excited to run fast on the downhill. So I think that made up for it. And hopefully the first half of it is blocked out of their memory.
Right. No, that's a good addition.
Yeah, that was fun. We had 11 kids for the first year. So that was a great turnout, I thought.
Nice. So what kind of weather was it down there for the race? Up here, let me think. This weekend it was pretty warm, but by 8 o'clock it should be getting nice and comfortable. Or was it hot, humid, or what?
Yeah, it was toasty, but this as soon as the sun went down, there was a little bit of a wind that blew through, and that was nice. It kept it a little bit nice out there. But it was definitely toasty. It was not our coolest year. We've had colder years, so it was not as hot as last year. But it's still August, you know.
So it's a steep climb up and then a steeper descent, correct?
Yeah. It's a 1.5 mile course. So it's about half a mile in the parking lot, which just has a little bit of a gradual incline. And then it's up a ski slope. It's the highest point in York County, and it's a little over 600 feet of gain. And then the descent is 600 feet down within half a mile. And it's on a black diamond descent. So we have video of it. And I tell people just to really be careful out there. We did not have any major injuries this year. I was pretty excited about that. And I warn people about the descent, and I think they worry more about the uphill than the downhill. But the downhill, it is very steep, and not many people descend straight forward. A lot of people sidestep or they go backwards. The people who do stay forward, usually either they have poles or they do it on their butt because it's steep, and it's also a mix of grass and loose dirt. So it's not, you can't really hang on to anything.
So somebody who's in the front of the pack, like a Mr. James Weaver or something, did he zigzag down, or did he just send it straight down? Do you know?
I don't know. That section of the downhill you can't see from the bottom. So it's this really steep descent that's called Ramrod. And then you jog over to a descent that's called Exhibition. And it's called Exhibition because we can see everybody from the lodge. So even if one year, if it rains, we can all kind of sit inside and watch people fall down the mountain, which is going to be fun. But you can see everybody descending down Exhibition, and Exhibition isn't as bad. Like, you can really get moving on Exhibition, and it's still tricky because it's grassy. But the very upper part of it, you can't see, but there's video of it. Jim Blanford went up last year and he got some pretty great video of people making their way down. And we have a crew at the top. They play music and have lights and cheer everybody on. So it's a lot of fun when you get to the top of the mountain. Oh, Michelle's here. She ran 4 loops this year, I think, Michelle. She had an awesome day. But yeah, she said he went straight down. And his first lap was in 11 minutes, 59 seconds. And that's the second fastest I've ever seen. First fastest is Lipsy, of course. So he wasn't far behind Lipsy's pace for the first loop. It's pretty tough to make it 1.5 miles that quickly.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, so James Weaver did take home the big W on the men's side, and I did change the rules a little bit this year. So we didn't see a course record because I made everybody start their last loop at 10:45, and I did not do that in the past, but we really had to kind of get people moving and clean everything up. So
wow,
I did change it. Yeah.
So how many loops and how much elevation gain then did Mr. Weaver attain?
So let me look at elevation gain, but he did 11 loops. So it's got to be right around 6,000 feet of gain. Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, it is. So 11 miles or 11 loops. So it's like 16 miles and 6,000 feet of gain. It's a crazy amount of gain in such a short distance.
Did he have any competition out there, or was he just rolling by himself?
Oh, yeah. He had some tough competition out there. So there are a couple guys I did not know previously. Bobby Kinsley, he's local. He's very good. So there were 3 guys who made it 11 loops, and they were fairly close together in time.
Nice.
Yeah.
So it was no broken bones.
No broken bones. And I will also throw in there on the lady side, Kelly Murdoch took away the win on the women's side. So congratulations to her.
Heck yeah.
We had I always give away some ridiculous prizes as well. We had somebody it was actually my friend's daughter, Kaylee, this was her first trail race ever. And she did one loop with her mom, and then she did 3 loops on her own. So she did 4 loops, and I mean, look, she's only 14. So I thought that was pretty cool. For her first trail race, she did 3 loops by herself.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very cool.
And gave away a hot pants award for this guy who had very short shorts on, but he was also like cheering on everybody. So that was deserving of an award. The most interesting find out on the course, there were a couple of them. I won't say what all of those were on a recording, but one of them was a bone. There's a lot of wildlife out there. I've seen a lot of deer out there. I have seen a fox. So yeah, it was Hunter, Gabe's son, found a bone. Yeah, he had a very good night. He did 7 loops. His sister also, she had a very good day. She's super speedy. And Gabe and Jess came all the way to York County with their kids. And guess whose kids and wife missed out yet again on Slopeside?
Oh, they're a little closer than the ones. Anyway, I'm going to sidestep this conversation. And you mentioned a fox. There's fox there. I was stalked by a fox this morning for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, tell us more about that. That actually sounds
so I ran around the Hills Creek Lake, and there's a parking lot up on top the parking lot is like a bunch of S's, like you can run around. It's all connected, but it's a ziggy-zaggy thing. I don't know. But anyway, I run around. Yeah, like a snake. So I run around it every time I go up there just to get the mileage. It's flat, whatever. It's just my thing. But I got to the top and I saw eyes, and there's deer everywhere and everything, but I could tell it was a little fox, and it ran into the brush. And so I entered the parking lot. I went around the first serpentine, so I'm coming back towards where I saw the fox, and he's coming at me, like trotting towards me. So I'm like, "Hey, Fox!" I don't know his name, so I just called him Fox.
Yeah.
Hey, Fox, and like I kept running at him, and eventually he turned around and trotted back towards the woods. So then I went around the bend, the serpentine, and started like my back to him. And at that point, I'm like, I wonder what he's doing. So I turn around, and he's like right there, coming at me. I'm like, "Whoa, Fox," because I still don't know his name. I should have asked the first time. And I turn around and start running at him. Like it didn't have rabies or anything like that. This was a curious fox. It was dark, dark with a headlamp. So it was probably a young pup.
Your legs, chicken legs, they look very similar.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I probably smelled like food. I don't know what. But anyway, at this point, I still don't know his name. It's still Fox. And so I continue to do that. Like it's 3 or 4 loopy loops things. And every time I either look back or I'm coming at him, this thing's like coming at me, trying to check me out.
He's waiting for you to lay an egg.
Yeah, exactly. And so finally, I don't know, I ran at it and yelled some things like "whoa" or something, and he ran into the brush, and he was gone forever out of my life. But it was fun.
Yeah, you had a buddy for the morning. That's nice.
Yeah. Really not an exciting story other than
no.
I'm so lame. I'm sorry. Did I mention I hate Mondays?
You do hate Mondays. We had a band this time at the race.
Yeah. Back to everything. Obviously.
Everything about me.
Time for what
we
Eric
are talking about me today. Hey, you got a whole story about a fox in there, and you didn't even know his name.
I know.
Him or her, I don't know. So we had a band, and I have to tell you, you know that I'm very particular about music, and I'm not.
No, I don't think you're particular at all. I just don't think you like anything that I like. Anything of my liking, you go out of your way. You make it your life goal
you
to not
listen to bad music.
Exactly.
Or you just pick the wrong music for the occasion. So I was very excited that the band was so good and they only played good music that I liked. And I was very happy with that. It was Tate Lehman and the Blue Chilies. And so it's Daryl's son, Daryl Lehman, who has been on the show before.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was very nice of him. He was the band sponsor, his company, Double Blaze Painting. So that was very cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's very cool. Honestly, like that whole audition, you don't see that much at races, but you could. I mean, there's a lot of bands that play at small local venues and stuff.
Yeah.
And that would be fun for like the after party type of thing. So I like the idea.
Well, this was during the race. So this was starting before registration. I had them start up at like 7:30, and then they went through to 10:30, and it sounded really cool too, because it like everything just soundproofed against the mountain, and the band sounded really good. So it was pretty neat.
No, a great idea. I don't think that a band like at a trail race where they say go and then they run up into the mountains for several hours
that doesn't work
and come back. I don't know if a band would enjoy playing by themselves.
Yeah. This was interesting because it only worked because they only run on one side of the mountain. So when you're on the mountain, like you could hear them pretty much the whole time, unless you're at the very top.
Right.
And then at the bottom of the mountain is where families just kind of set up and even people who just come to hang out. There were some people who just, they wanted to hang out and cheer on their friends. So it's one of the few races where it's decent spectating. Whereas usually trail races are terrible for spectating. So a lot of people just hang out down there. So they were up higher, so they didn't have a crowd immediately in front of them, but the crowd was at the base of the mountain. So yeah, it was kind of a neat thing that you don't usually see at a trail race. That was pretty neat.
What would your band name be if you were a band?
Onion Hole.
That was a quick answer.
Yeah. Well, there may already be discussions that have happened about this.
Interesting. Would you be willing to play at an idiot race?
Yeah, sure. You do know that I used to be in a band, right?
Really? I don't know if I knew that.
Yeah, I was in a band. Yeah. In high school.
What part were you?
What part was I?
I don't know the lingo. Did you play drums? Were you the lead singer? Were you the guitarist? Were you like
bass? I played bass guitar.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. I also know how to play guitar too, because usually bassists can do both. But when I was playing in the band, I played bass.
What other instruments can you play?
Saxophone and piano.
Like good?
No.
I mean, fairly good?
No.
I would think it's good.
No, I'm not very good, but
well, anyone can blow on a horn.
But I like took classes and training and all that stuff. Yes. Huh. Now guitar, I mostly like. I played piano first. When I started when I was fairly young. I was like 7 when I started playing piano, and then I played sax in middle school in band. And then when I got to high school, I kind of learned to play guitar just from the people I was around, because I was around a lot of musicians. My dad is a musician. And so guitar, I never took lessons, but it's not that hard to learn to play guitar if you're around other people who play. So
interesting.
Yeah. Very
cool.
Yep.
128 episodes, and you never told me this.
You didn't know I was in a band. I was in a band in high school. Yeah.
Why'd you guys break up?
I was not that interested in practicing, and so I never really got any better. But I mean, I played with them until I was dating the guitarist. So we were a couple, and then when we broke up, then I left the band, obviously. Yeah, but I was a senior at the time too, so it was like that wasn't gonna last much longer. It was like a high school thing to do.
Right.
Yeah. We weren't going anywhere or anything. It was just like, I'm obviously, we all know this. I'm from Michigan. I'm from the Midwest. And in the Midwest, you don't really, there's not as many bars. You just kind of we had a stage that we would set up in the middle of a cornfield. And people would, hundreds of people would come to these shows that we would do on the week. And not just us, there would be 5 bands. And that was pretty common in the Midwest. It's not like a once a year thing. It's like every other week you play music in a cornfield.
Craziness. That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
So how was the rest of your weekend?
The rest of the weekend was awesome.
I don't want to get away from Slopeside Slumber Party, but anything else about it? There's going to be a 5th annual, I assume?
Yes, there's going to be a 5th annual. I did check with Ted, the manager. Roundtop, they've just been very, very good to us. They've been very kind to us. We're a nonprofit. I make no money off of it. I volunteer as a race director. And so the folks at Roundtop just are very welcoming. And I can't say enough about them. So I always check every year. I'm like, hey, are we invited back next year? And he's like, oh, absolutely. So we'll do year 5, because here's the thing is every year the swag item is another thing that you would need if you were going to a slumber party. So year 1, it was a pillowcase. Year 2 was a blankie blanket. Year 3, we did laundry bags. So you can take your little laundry home with you. And then year 4 was slippers. So we have to eventually do pajama pants. It might be next year. I hate doing sizing swag because it's always a pain in the ass. But we have to get everybody kitted up for a slumber party.
You could do a teddy bear with my face on it.
That would be so cute.
Yeah.
That's what we should do.
Then everybody could cuddle me on Monday.
Yeah, they can cuddle you already. You give out hugs.
No, that's cool. You're going to have to change the theme eventually. You're going to run out of things.
We will never run out of things. I'll probably get really tired of race directing eventually. It's wears me out. See, there's Jess.
Yeah, there's Jess just running her mouth.
She made it. You didn't. And she was nice to me and talked to me. You weren't there to talk to.
Yeah, I don't have time for that. I was prepping for Monday. I hate Mondays.
Yeah.
What did you do the rest of the weekend?
Cleaned up. And I organized my basement because I do a lot of this kind of stuff throughout the summer. And then this is kind of the last big one. Then we switch over to the winter series, but the winter series is it's a lot easier. I'm not storing swag in my basement.
Right.
You right there? You doing okay?
Well, this is the uncomfortable silence because you didn't ask me about my weekend. So
how was your weekend?
No. It's not.
You already told me. You met a fox.
That was today. You don't even pay attention to the words that are coming out of my mouth. This is the problem with this relationship. I care, and you clearly.
I'm still working on it. These things take time.
You clearly just showed the world how little you care.
2 years is not enough to get to know you.
I told you about my fox story that happened today, and that was whatever, Eric. I'm tuning you out while you tell the story. And then
you interrupted my story. Tell me about your weekend.
No, I don't really have much to say about the weekend.
I figured.
I ran some more, but it was there's nothing good there.
Yeah. I should have. You got any races on your calendar yet?
Yeah.
You got some pretty great training runs happening.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm thinking back to where I was. I'm doing Pine Creek Challenge 50 miler for training, and then I'm doing a 24-hour 1 mile loop race in Ohio in October.
Nice.
Yeah. And then we'll see how they go,
Okay.
You'll be proud of this statement, Grace. You'll be really proud for this statement. I'm really trying my hardest to learn how to run slow.
Oh, are you?
Yeah. It's not as silly as it sounds. It's actually very hard for some of us to do.
It is hard. I smile only because your definition of slow is just very different than mine, and that's okay. We all
that's not the point. But the point is, it's like I'm learning, like it's crazy the different muscles you use when you do a long run purposefully slow compared to what you're used to. At least for me, I'm finding that I need to toughen up some things when I run that slow pace that can be maintained for 24 hours, which is good because now I know that I get something out of running slow.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, you got to pace yourself for 24-hour race. And that's one of my hardest personal challenges that I'm trying to overcome. And we're learning some things about ourselves. So I'm excited for it. This is a goal of mine that I'm going to get to. It's just going to take a little time.
Yeah. And I think it helps with that mental toughness to get over, kind of get over yourself, like you can be capable of running a 6-minute mile, but just because you're capable of it doesn't mean that is the pace that you should always run, and it takes a minute to mentally get over that. And I think it just makes you mentally stronger. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. And the one thing that I constantly struggle with is, my amount of free time that I have to train. And so like in my head, I'm like, well, if I can run this pace comfortably, this faster pace comfortably, I get more miles. Where when I slow down, I know I have to right now, I can't, I don't have enough free time to be able to get the mileage that I want at that pace.
Yeah.
But that's just that's one of those mental roadblocks I have.
I think a lot of people do. I fall into it too. And sometimes I have to purposefully say, okay, today I'm going to run for 3 hours instead of today I'm going to run for this mileage.
Exactly. So yeah, but yeah, I don't know. I ran really long on Saturday. I did a 50K flat.
Fun.
With the Kaylee Frederick, by the way. She was
Kaylee Frederick.
But my quads are destroyed. No, it's not funny.
I know. I'm remembering those. Yes.
I can run 20 or 30 miles at my comfortable pace, which is much faster, and not be sore the next day. But my quads are destroyed. Like I just ran a mountain trail ultra race. It's very interesting, but obviously my gait is different. My cadence is the same, but something's different to where though my main muscle group, my quads, obviously aren't being used when I'm running flat at a faster pace. And now they are, which is a beautiful eye-opening thing for me because that's what is going to break down during a 24-hour if I don't train them now on that slower pace. So kind of it's kind of exciting, honestly, because like I have to run that pace. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. I can't sustain a faster pace and finish 24 hours and it's just impossible for me. So anyway, there we are.
It's interesting. I just had a similar experience. Last Friday, I went for a walk with a friend. We walked 3 miles, and I have a hard time walking. There's something about my posture that's very different. And when I run when I run ultras and I need to shift into a slower pace, a lot of times I have what I call my senior shuffle, and that's just a very, very slow shuffle run. And it's almost the same pace as my walking pace, but it's more comfortable for me. And after this 3-mile walk, my back hurt really bad, worse than if I did a 15-minute mile running. Like my lower back, it's just me in a different posture and it hurts. So like 2 days later, it still hurt from this walk.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I have a hard time walking.
Yeah.
I do. I have to, it's like if I'm in my senior shuffle, I'm just a little more comfortable, and I can do that. I can do that for forever, but walking is hard.
All right, Grace, let's wrap this sucker up.
Oh, I have to say thank you to all the volunteers at Slopeside, because they are all amazing and they do all of the hard work. And I just think of crazy ideas. That's all I do. So yeah. I seriously have the best volunteers who reach out to me for this stuff. And it's really cool because they do such a good job of cheering for everybody and keeping everything organized and also keeping me calm. Lacey tells me jokes, and that's very helpful for my brain.
Yep, we all love our volunteers. You have a great thing going on down there. It's different. It's fun. Running's supposed to be fun, so it's nice to have that type of thing. And
it's going. Not your A race, that's for sure.
Yeah, for some it might be though.
Maybe. I'm not sure. People always come in with big goals, and I'm surprised at how many people come and they want to do more loops than they did the previous year.
Right.
But I don't know that it's anybody's A race. It's just a fun challenge race.
Right.
But I'm hoping that next Monday we will talk to Roxanne, Idiot Runner Strine, Rox, who's amazing, and talk about her thru hike. So everybody tune in Mondays, 7:30 Eastern, and every Monday, 7:30 Eastern, and like the things, and share the things, and comment on the things, and do all the things.
Yep. Yeah. Tune in. If you can't tune in, listen to the podcast and share it with the world, because the world needs more of this right here.
Yeah, just
and that. I mean, mostly that. 95% that, maybe a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, if only you could make it down to York County just to see me one time, just one time. You know,
maybe. Yeah. I'll mark it on the calendar. We'll see.
Yeah. Me.
Baker Trail Challenge is this coming weekend. You're doing it?
I am. This is year number 3. It's my rolling pin year.
You're doing that. Kaylee Frederick's doing that. I'm not sure who else that we know is doing that, but that's a 50 miler. We'll hit that quick on Monday also.
Yeah, it's going to be super fun.
All right. Take us out, Grace.
Thanks everybody for tuning in. You're awesome. Bye.